Hey familia, Miranda here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my complete Denzel Washington filmography collection. So you guys voted in the community tab. I gave you guys a couple actors to choose from, and Denzel came out the winner, and I am super excited to share with you guys all of the films that I have of his in my collection. He is by far one of my all-time favorite actors. He's just so incredibly talented and just has an amazing filmography. So I do have quite a bit to share with you guys. I am missing a handful, but I would say that I have the majority of the important ones. So you guys, let me know what is your favorite film of his, and let's go on ahead and get right into this. All right, so I only have a couple on 4K. So I do have American Gangster as well as The Magnificent Seven. And actually both of these I've only seen like maybe once or twice, but it's been such a long time that these are definitely due for a revisit here soon. So I can kind of refresh my memory, but I do remember enjoying both of these very, very much. I know they're both great films. So yeah, I'm definitely need to pop these in soon and just, give them a rewatch. So next up, I have this 3-film collection here that has Antwone Fisher, Courage Under Fire, and The Siege. Now, I love Antwone Fisher. Denzel was great in it alongside Derek Luke. Courage Under Fire and The Siege. Those are a couple that I've seen. I know I've seen them, but it probably hasn't been since they actually first came out that I've seen them. So those are long overdue for a revisit. So hopefully I can, get to watching them again here soon. Then I do have The Bone Collector. This is one that I actually have not seen, but I have heard nothing but great things on it. A lot of people talk about this film, but I haven't seen it yet, so I need to get on that. This one is a classic here, but it's another one too that I have not seen. I probably should get on that pretty soon, and that is Mo Better Blues. So I'm definitely curious about this one, that's for sure. This one too, I have not seen this one. I actually really haven't heard much on this film, but I did pick this up a while back from Kino Lorber. It is based on the true story of the friendship that shook South Africa and awakened the world, and it's a film called Cry Freedom. So I mean, it definitely seems like an interesting film, so I will definitely at one point here, hopefully soon, watch it. Then we do have The Taking of Vellum 1, 2, 3. I don't think I've actually seen this in full. I've only seen it kind of in bits and pieces, so definitely need to see about watching this in full. And I'm sad to say that I have not seen Malcolm X either, you guys. I hear his performance is outstanding in this. And I probably will eventually upgrade to the 4K Criterion. But yeah, I will definitely need to jump on this one here soon. I mean, Malcolm X. So yeah, I cannot wait to watch this one. Next up, we have The Manchurian Candidate. I haven't seen this one either, you guys. I know. This is the remake, though. I haven't even seen the original. So, I mean, I don't really know much on this film, but I mean, I've heard good things on it. All right, so next up is The Little Things. Now, there's not a role of Denzel's that I don't like. Like I said, he's just such a very talented actor, and I've loved everything that I've seen him in. But this is probably my least favorite role of his, and to be honest, I really didn't care much for this film. May just have to go on and give it a second watch and kind of see what I think second time around. But yeah, I mean, Denzel, he was fine in this, yeah. But just I personally didn't care for the film. Next, we have Fences. Oh my goodness. So if you guys watched my recent episode of First Viewing, I did kind of go into this and talk about it. This film is just absolutely amazing. The acting in this is just simply phenomenal. It's like above and beyond, you guys. It's the best that I've seen Denzel in, for sure. His best role. And there's just such beautiful dialogue, and just the acting skills, like I said, is just unbelievable, you guys. Fences is just so good. So if you have not seen this, you definitely need to check it out. Then one of my personal favorites, Man on Fire. Absolutely love this one. This is one of his really good roles of his that I enjoyed, and I've watched this so many times. So we got Man on Fire. And then this one, I don't know why. I forget which one came out first. They're only a year apart, and I don't know why this one didn't get as much love as Man on Fire, but we have Out of Time, which is another one too that I enjoyed. I saw this in theaters as well as Man on Fire, and I just always remember enjoying this one. And I don't know, I guess you never really hear much on this one. People don't really give this one enough love. But yeah, I like this one, Out of Time. Then these ones too, I probably should have watched by now, but there's just so much in the collection to watch. But we have Equalizer and Equalizer 2, which I've heard good things on these. So, I mean, I'll eventually watch them at some point. So next up, we have Two Guns. This is one that I've kind of only seen in bits, so I do need to watch this one in full. Another personal favorite of mine, Unstoppable. I just think this is a really fun film, you guys. And yeah, I enjoy this one. I've seen it like a gazillion times. And yeah, it holds up. This one, Deja Vu. I remember seeing this one in theaters, and you know, I've always enjoyed this one. This one is also another one that doesn't really get a whole lot of love, but Denzel is really, really great in this, and I really enjoyed the storyline of this film. It's just kind of a fun concept, and yeah, it's really good, you guys. So highly recommend this one. And then a personal fave of mine, one of my like all-time favorite roles of his, that is Remember the Titans. I've just seen this so many times, and just it's so good every time I watch it, you guys. I never get tired of this one. Easily one of my favorite football flicks. His performance in this is just amazing. This one, very, very underrated, and his performance in this is outstanding. The dialogue itself is just freaking awesome, and that is Roman J. Israel Esquire. So if you have not seen this one, I do highly recommend this one. It is just so good. His performance is just unbelievable in this, and it's just very underrated. And then one of my all-time favorite war flicks, and obviously his performance is just amazing. We got Glory here. I remember watching this for the first time in my social studies class back in middle school. Had the most awesome social studies teacher who showed us the most like awesome films. But yeah, Glory, you guys, I love this one. And yeah, just Denzel's performance in this is just so iconic, especially the one scene, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we got Glory. And then gotta love John Q. Yes, it is kind of heartbreaking, but it is so good. And Denzel is just awesome in this. Alrighty, next up is Inside Man. This is another one too that I remember seeing this in theaters with my dad, and I just remember this one being like on TV all the time. And this is one too that I have seen time and time again, and I just absolutely love Inside Man. Then one that I actually recently watched and rather enjoy. There's actually some pretty good action in this one, and that is A Safe House. And then we have The Preacher's Wife, which is one that I still need to check out. And then this one here, Much Ado About Nothing. Again, I don't really know much on this film, but I remember like finding the DVD out thrifting. I didn't pick it up then, but that's kind of how I found out about this film. And so I just recently picked this up, I think off of Groove it was. So I still need to give it a watch. Then we have Devil in a Blue Dress. So this one too, I recently watched this. And I mean, I enjoyed it for what it is. Kind of expected a little bit more like intensity, more excitement, more adrenaline or something. I don't know. So this film just kind of lacked something for me. But Denzel, he was good in this. But I don't really get the hype about this film, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't. But I mean, it was good. It just wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, Denzel, he's good in it. Next up, we have The Pelican Brief, which is another one too that I have yet to see. So definitely should jump on that. So Flight was a solid watch. I mean, it's not his greatest performance, but I enjoyed it for what it is. I mean, he's a drunken pilot. Something kind of happens and he just kind of falls into this depression and is just drinking his life away and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And then we have the Book of Eli. This one was interesting. It's kind of not at all what I was expecting. The twist too was different. I kind of didn't really care for it all that much, but I liked the movie. It had a bunch of action, which I was not really expecting. Like, I mean, this film was just kind of a surprise. I really didn't know what to expect with it, but I liked it. And everyone needs to have a Training Day in their collection. So yeah, I got the Steelbook here, which I love, and it's just a great movie. So moving on to the DVDs I have. I don't have too many, but we got Ricochet here. This one too, you guys. Highly underrated. This film, you guys, I've just always been a fan of this one. This is just one that I grew up on, so I have a huge love for this film. Denzel alongside John Lithgow they both were awesome, but yeah, Denzel in this, he's great. And I mean, it's a good story and everything. And I think that this is a long forgotten film. It's a hidden gem that people should watch. So we got Ricochet. Need to see about upgrading that one. Then of course we got The Great Debaters. I've always enjoyed this one. His performance in this is fantastic. And it's just a kind of very inspirational film, obviously. And it is based on a true story about this debate team that he leads and stuff. It's like down south and everything. And so you see like the whole like lynching and stuff and all of that. bad stuff happening in this film, but despite all of that, it is a pretty inspirational, pretty great film. Then we have The Hurricane, which this one I enjoyed for what it is. I was kind of expecting more boxing to happen in this, but the boxing aspect was definitely short-lived. But nonetheless, Denzel in this, he's great, delivered a great performance, and yeah, it's a good movie. This one, I'm ashamed to say that I have not seen this, and I probably should. I need to get on it here soon, but I've heard nothing but great things, and I always hear people talk about this film, and that is He Got Game. And then I do have this triple feature here that has for Queen and Country, The Mighty Quinn, and again with Out of Time there. I have actually not seen either of these two, which honestly, I feel like those are his like lesser known films. Like nobody really kind of talks about them. So maybe that's just why I haven't really gotten to them, but I will at some point. And last but not least is this film called Fallen. Now I remember really liking this film. It took me forever to remember the name of this film. Like I'd seen it one time, and for the longest time I was like trying to remember the name of this Denzel film, and I just for the life of me could not remember. And then yeah, I don't remember how it came back to mind, but I'm just happy to finally have this in the collection. I really need to revisit this one because like I said, I've only seen it the one time, but I remember really liking this one a lot. So yeah, definitely due for a revisit. So that is everything that I have Denzel wise. Let me know your guys' favorite film of his. Which films of his do I not have in the collection that I should get? And which films of his that I have not watched should I jump on first? Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.